Hey guys, this is Saravanan Ganesh, and today I have Gene Swari, who jumped into my course about 3 to 4 months ago, not knowing anything about SEO or search engine optimization, even not too much about websites, if I'm not wrong. And then about 3 to 4 months now, he's actually walked away from his job. He's a free man in a free country. And so I just want to bring him on camera and congratulate him and ask him a few questions. And here is Gene. Hey, Gene, how are you?
Better than I deserve.
I love that answer.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for jumping on, man. I just want to bring you on board because I've seen you get into our SEO accelerator course.
Sure.
And then I've seen you going from I'm totally newbie, asking questions, joining every call to the point now where you pretty much are have kind of walked away from your job. So maybe let's start with like what were you doing before before you joined our course? What's your background? Let's start there. How about that?
Yeah, so for sure. I have my background would be in sales. So for the last 8 years, I have been a salesperson for a construction equipment rental company. So very heavily involved in the construction industry, just selling a rental service, equipment rental service. As part of that job, I did also get involved in building the website for the company that I was working for, but I was just terrible at getting it to rank or any of that kind of stuff. So started looking into that, how to get it to rank, and long story short, I ran into Saravanan's course, to your course there, and I hopped on, and things started clicking. A few things were clicking, before, but I actually had been recommended to you by somebody else, and they said Saravanan's course is good, so I spent the money, and I feel like I kind of almost got a steal, even at the price I paid. So
Awesome.
it's
Awesome.
been great. A lot of things, yeah, opening
So
up.
you had a background a little bit about web design. You knew a little bit about
Yeah,
that.
I did know a little bit about web design. I had went through well, all the way, yeah, just that's another kind of a journey, but I did finally end up with WordPress, and got some good plugins, and I got a fairly good tool set that I can work with now. But
So then you're trying to rank your company, your bosses, I mean your company you're working for, their website, trying to get some sales out of that,
correct.
and you're tinkering with it, and then somebody recommended. You said somebody recommended you to my course. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
That's always a
Uh,
good. That's always a good thing.
yeah. Um, yeah, it was actually it was very interesting. To be honest, it was somebody who had a course, and I reached out to them about their course, and they said, to be honest, we're not keeping up with our course as good. It might be better if you check out Saravanan course.
Wow,
So
that is awesome.
yeah, so
That's
that's
a
good
good
stuff.
thing. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I know you jumped into the course, and I've seen you attend every the Wednesday or Thursday coaching calls we have,
Hmm.
and I've seen you ask questions in the group, all that. So why don't you walk us through your first month or two in the business when you are getting acclimated with all that, and like your journey and all that? Just maybe why don't you walk us through up until the point we had you on the hot seat on our call? Up until then, like what did you see getting in the course and all that? What did you like? Things like that.
Sure. So I liked how everything was spelled out, very easy to understand. So I came into this knowing very little to nothing about SEO for sure, and so I still feel like I've got a lot to learn, and so I'm still
Mhm.
showing up at the coaching calls and all this stuff. Those are my lifeline, man. I just appreciate those,
Awesome.
and so. Um, I started learning about how to all the steps that are involved with it. Some eye-opening details that how to use PBNs and some of that stuff that was in the course that really helped out as well, just to gain knowledge how to implement some of those things. I still have a little ways to go on actually implementing all of those strategies, but still, some of the sites that I have decided to go after are low enough competition that I actually haven't needed to do a lot of that. They're starting to show up just with some citations and stuff like that.
Awesome.
Uh, yeah, so I'm happy with that. So where was I? I was enthused about this. So my wife and I were walking one day, and we're just talking about uh, the possibility of this rank and rent model actually providing enough to live off of. And she told me she would just love it if I could work from home. That's when it kind of clicked with me that, hey, this might actually be a possibility, and I got super stoked about it. And then I think it was the next week or the next call, something like that. Saravanan, you asked, who wants it? Who wants to walk away from, or what, like, name something that you want. I don't think it was walk away from your job, like
Right.
something that you want really bad. And somebody said they wanted a new roof, I think, and some of those things. And you said, well, yeah, but the new roof, I mean, does it burn you? You said,
Right.
I mean, do you need it right now? Are you like desperate for it? And well, I was pretty sure that I was desperate. So I kind of some competition because, all the other guys posting in there. And I said that I wanted a new job, and my wife was even lit up behind it. And I guess I don't know if that's helped me
Yeah, I
stand out
remember
or
that. I
something.
remember that because people. I basically asked something like, "I can show you how to get it if you want it bad enough." And so people are saying, I
Exactly.
remember somebody said a car, I need a new house, I need a new roof, and then you said, I just need to walk away from my job. I need to be my own boss, right?
Right.
I remember asking you, how badly do you want it? Like you said, I wanted it yesterday or something like that is what you said,
Yeah.
right? Because at the end of the day, we can teach you SEO and on-page optimization and how to get the clients and how to rank. But if your why is not big enough, the how doesn't matter. Like I could show you, like Bill Gates could come and show you how to build the next Microsoft. But if you're not hungry for it, it doesn't matter. You know.
Exactly.
It, it,
Exactly. And
it's
I felt like I had that. You seem to recognize it. You put me in the hot seat, which, and then the group was so supportive. Like people, like even were like cheering me on. Even in the students group on Facebook, people like supporting me and way to go. It just really, I mean, lit my fire. And that is one of the things that I have enjoyed about this course so much is, so you get the technical knowledge, you get the know-how, but you also get the support group, and you get the people that are pulling for you with, if you show up and you're active. I don't think it's going to happen if you just buy the course and let it sit. I don't think that you're going to find that. But if you show up, you're active, and you put your heart into it, you're definitely going to get the support. So like I said, you get the technical, you get the support. And also another thing I love about it is when we're talking in the group calls and the coaching sessions, you'll hear, I mean, I hear you say every once in a while things that are like mindset related type of things. I'm looking right behind you. I mean, it must be important to you. Mindset is everything. A little thing
yeah,
right
yeah.
behind you there.
The little kitten looking at it in the water and seeing a tiger.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's powerful. I know that is key in what you're all about. And so that's huge as well. You teach us mindset. Like look at it, hang out with the right kind of people. You're going to get the right kind of results and things like
Yeah,
that.
you nailed it on the head, Gene. Because I can't stress it enough. I have people asking questions all the time. How do I do this? How do I get the sale? How it's like you cannot get if you want to get to a desired result. You need to hang out with people where your desired result is normal result. Like if you
Yes.
want to make 5 grand a month from your business, and you're right now at nothing through your business, or maybe you're working a full-time job, you need to hang around associated with people where 5 grand this month is honestly not much.
Yeah.
When that becomes your 5 grand a month through SEO is it's normal. I can do it in a month or two. When you get that, then it's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Or you'll be surprised. So let's why don't you walk people through this? So we put you on what's called the hot seat, and we said, okay, we're going to get Gene leave his job when we gave it 6 months, 5 or 6 months. I think this happened in August.
Yes. August, or the very beginning of August,
Yep.
something somewhere around that time frame.
That. And
Yes.
we gave it like 5 months. So January of 2021, we're going to put a blueprint. You're going to walk away from your job,
Right.
right? And I remember, without getting into the specifics, we said, okay, you said I need this much money coming in, and we broke it down to, okay, at to make this much money, you need to have so many clients and all rank and rent sites,
Right.
right? And I know every right then I remember before the coaching call ended, you had texted your wife and she called you back and left a message. And I
Yeah,
knew both you, like husband and wife, are both on the same page. Like the
right.
wife was not like, "Oh no, Gene, you're coming home. I can't bear you." The wife was like, "I need you home."
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, actually there was a funny story. Just today there was a snake showed up in our house. So I was here so I could take care of that for her, you
There you
know.
go. Yeah, nothing like buying your time back. I'll tell you that.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, I just love it. Yeah. Um, so what was the question?
So
Talking
I know
about,
we broke it down to so many clients and or rank and run sites to get to your goal. And then every week you would come to the coaching call, and I would specifically ask, did you do like we had the wins for the week, and I would
yeah.
ask you, what did you do? What did you do? So can you walk us through maybe August till now? How many websites you put up? How many clients you reached out to? It doesn't have to be close clients, but how many people you reached out to? Like, like, have you seen your work ethic, the action different from that August day to now compared to previously?
Yeah, I would say that definitely the ability to see myself completing these projects is there, you know, like the mindset thing and the enthusiasm to get it done is there. I was still full-time employed, so I wasn't able to put a lot of focus into client getting.
Mhm.
Um, but I would just run into them. Like it would just happen. Like I would be having a conversation with somebody else about, you know, renting out some equipment, and they would say something about their website, and I'm like, oh well, if you need something, let me know. I might be able to help you out. And in fact, one time I actually had a customer asking me to build their website, and I said, oh no, I don't know if I can, but they kept asking me, so finally I gave in and built their website. So now I have their website. And as far as rank and rent sites, so far most of them I have found a client for before I've started the site.
Wow, that's awesome.
It just happens for me. This is how it happens. I don't know why, but now that I I'm not full time employed anymore. It's interesting. They're actually now my biggest client. But anyways, now that I've walked away from that and I sort of have my own time, I'm looking forward to doing some more research and whatnot. But I think I was just counting before we got on the call. I have 9 lead gen sites that are in the process. They're not all of them are complete, but they're like within being completed here soon. And 6 web design clients that I have on a monthly
Wow.
like a monthly
You
retainer
made a
kind of thing.
statement that you started getting, you had these people, like you have legion sites, rank and run sites, and most of them you have clients for. You don't know why it's happening to you that you're getting these clients. I'll tell
Yeah.
you why it's happening to you.
Why's that?
Because now there's something called the, I don't want to get technical, there's something called the reticular activating system, RAS.
Hmm?
Before August first week, before you sat on the hot seat and before you made the decision, I'm going to leave my job to rank and rent through SEO. Before that, it was not focused on one thing. Yeah, you want to get free. Yeah, you want to do SEO. Yeah, you want to rank and rent. Yeah, whatever. But after that, we took your dream, which is basically being your own boss, and made it into a goal. A dream with a date. We put January 2021,
Right.
became a goal. And now you said I have a finite amount of months, 5 months or 6 months, whatever that is, 5 months to go from 0 to 5 grand or whatever your freedom number was. And
Hmm.
so when wherever you started going out, you were starting to look for these clients. It's like if you wanted to buy a red Tesla, trust me, wherever you go, you'd find people driving red Teslas. Just
Sure.
like that. That's what started happening to you, because then I remember you saying in one call, what's crazy story? I was talking to this guy, and I didn't ask him, like you mentioned now, he wanted me to become do the website for me kind of a thing,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's awesome. So why don't you tell the story about, so how and when did you decide, okay, I'm going to go in and give my notice to my company?
Um, yeah, so I had been facing some, I guess, burnout on my other job. Just the whole sales process. I mean, I love sales. I love marketing. Don't get me wrong, but I guess the vehicle I wasn't as enthused about anymore, especially since I started seeing this, and
Mhm.
I started dropping some pretty heavy hints with my employer that, and I've been there with him for 8 years. The company's 9 years old, so I've been there
Mm.
a good part of the company.
Right.
Um, and so I was thinking, hey, this is, I might be able to make this work And yeah, we had a talk. He knew that I had my focus on this other stuff, and he kind of wanted me to. He said like even for my own good, just to have sort of be focused on more one thing or the other. So very, very, very nice gentleman. He's great guy to work for. But yeah, he kind of brought that up, and I said, well, yeah, if it's coming to that, I think I'm going to go ahead and make the leap now. And I honestly thought it was going to be more of an all or nothing type of deal with him. But while we were sitting there talking, I said, hey, why can't this be a win-win? I said, I love marketing. I love growing businesses. That's what I want to do for you, for other people, and I'd be happy to keep doing it for you. I
Mhm.
said, let me do this other stuff, and let me still do what I do for you, and grow your business as well.
Mhm.
I thought it was a far stretch because I know the guy, and but in about a week or so, he come back and he said, yeah, he thinks he's going to go ahead and give that a try, and then we'll reevaluate at the end of 2021, basically.
So your boss basically said, "Okay, you can leave my job or work from home, flexible
Yeah,
hours, right?"
yeah, flexible and no obligation. Actually, I still can go in there, and I probably will. I'll go in and get in my sales truck and go drive around and talk to people every once in a while.
Wow.
So I'm still getting commission on people that I bring to him, and then he told me also that he'll give me so much a month for SEO
So
as
he
well.
became an SEO client.
Became an SEO client
So
as
he
well.
basically, let me hear this straight. You basically have flexible hours. If you don't want to go into work today, you don't have to go to work today.
That's right.
And he's paying you to do SEO for his website.
Correct.
And you can, whatever you work that you've done for him in the past because of sales, that commission still keeps coming to you.
Correct.
Do you think you would have had the guts to go talk to him before this course?
No, absolutely not. No, hands down, no, not at all. Because it was taking the course, the knowledge that I gained gave me confidence. So you start to get the knowledge, you start to see, and not only that, you see other people doing it. And I would tell my wife, I said, this is because it's new to us. We don't have any friends that are doing online marketing. We don't know anybody who's in this kind of a business. So we haven't seen it work. And I would tell her, I mean, I don't think I'm making this up. There's other people that are doing this. They're making money doing it. They're making a living doing it. And I can see it, what Victoria, she talks on about it, some of the success. She shares some of her
Yep.
success on the group. And so there's people that are doing it. And so it gave me the confidence to say, you know what, I think if I have to just make the leap, and then I talked to you about it, you said jump, you'll
Right.
develop the wings.
Yeah, I remember saying that. I heard that
And
from Bob Proctor. Yeah. Jump, take the leap of faith, and you will develop the wings as you fall, you know?
absolutely, yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, the confidence was there, and I think it largely to do with the course and with what I've learned on the course. The confidence was there. Um, And not only that, I mean, I know I have the support group. So if I get stuck, I can come on the Facebook group and say, hey, look, this is what I'm facing. And I'm probably going to get 10 answers within an hour.
Right.
Sometimes, and maybe not that many, but yeah, always quick response. Somebody sees it, somebody shares, their insight.
Yep.
It's huge stuff.
Awesome. Awesome. And I'm excited for you. This is just the beginning, you know. I mean, once you
Yeah.
buy your time back, then you can scale it. You'll be surprised. I heard this before from somebody else, and it happened to me too. Is basically your first 10 grand a month through online marketing. You're still figuring things out. You know, you are getting the client, you are getting this, you're doing the fulfillment. But once you like buy your time back and then you hit the 10 grand mark, 10 to 20 is pretty much instant. It's like, because now you have the knowledge, you have the systems in place. Maybe you have a one web developer working for you in the Philippines for $500 a month. All of that, and it just goes on. But the zero to making enough money to buy your time back, that's the biggest. I don't want to say obstacle, but that's the biggest journey, because nobody goes through a straight line from, okay, I'm getting started, I'm quitting my job. They always go up and down, somewhere here and go, and the road to success is like paved with all these winded, and because they don't have this mentorship. So when you have this mentorship where it's not just learning in the backlink or the on page or whatever, it is also basically the whole mentorship, the mindset that you got to be able to make a leap of faith. And look at
Mhm.
you still have a job, you still have, I mean, you don't have to work, but you're getting paid. I'm
Right.
the company's SEO client. I mean, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Awesome, man. I just want to ask one last question for people who are watching this and saying, should I jump into Saravanan's course? What would you recommend?
Absolutely. I don't know what the price point is. I don't know what it is now or what it's going to be, but I don't care what it is. It's you're still stealing it. I mean, the amount of money that you'll be able to make with this course, um, I don't know. It's almost a license to print money in some ways. I mean, it's just a,
Yeah,
it's incredible. I would definitely jump in, and just for some of the reasons I said, that some of the things that you get, and I have been on other courses. I've bought some other rank and rent courses where they kind of give you the knowledge to a degree, but you don't have the support, you don't have the mentorship, you don't have the activity on the Facebook group that you do here. And the weekly coaching calls are huge. I mean, that's like getting access to you, um, every week. Yeah, we gotta share our time with you, with the other people that are there. But it's to me, it's great. I mean, I get to ask a few questions to keep me going. If I have any questions and you take the time to answer them or point me in the direction where I can find the answer. So I mean, the whole package is, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
awesome.
It's great. Yeah, I'm tickled with it. Some of the best money I've ever spent, honestly.
Thank you, Gene. Thank you. And I thank you for jumping on here, giving a testimony. But I'm excited about your growth, man. I mean, you did the work. Of course, we can show you the bathroom, but you had to go
Yeah,
do the work.
and that's the thing. That's one of the things I would say to anybody as well is like, um, you have to be ready to put the work in. I mean, I haven't done this always, but there's some mornings I got up at 4 o'clock just to get up and go to work on this stuff. So if it burns you, if you want the freedom, if you want to kind of be your own boss and set your own hours, and you want it bad enough, this is a path that you can get it. I mean, you can get it through this, through what you'll learn here, but you do have to put the work in. I mean, you've got to put the work in, and you've said that before too. I mean, you've got to put the work in for it, but it's possible.
Awesome.
Yeah, it gives you
All right.
hope.
Yep. Thank you so much, Gene. I appreciate that, man. Thanks again.
Absolutely.